Now our ABC News exclusive, or Michael's exclusive. Tom Brady one-on-one with Michael, fresh off. I still can't believe six Super Bowl.
And it's our exclusive.
Okay,
We do all this together.
Team.
But 6 Super Bowls, and I told him I didn't know what to say to him when I saw him. It was like seeing a unicorn. But I did have a chance to go down to Florida. I sat down with Tom at Disney World, as you can see there, and I joined the Super Bowl MVP Julian Edelman, and they were both down there together for the traditional trip to Disney World. And he talked about his two loves, football and family. Take a look. We all know it's your sixth Super Bowl win. That's amazing. So for you, I know it never gets old, but is there a way to even quantify how much this means?
I don't think, for me, I don't know what to think, other than I'm just blessed, and I know that I'll be giving back for the rest of my life, I know how hard it is to play in the NFL, and I have so much respect for the players. The way the Rams played last night, they played so good on defense, and so proud of our guys for fighting, and just glad to come away with a Super Bowl win. And
we hear all the crowd. They're getting excited because Julian Edelman's back there. Mr. MVP's getting them all fired up.
We grew up in the same area. We grew up 5 miles apart. Naturally, a quarterback-receiver relationship is so important. I've had that with, all the receivers I've played with. And Julian's we've been together for so long. So I've shared a lot of life moments with him, not just on the football field, but off.
Yeah.
And he's obviously one of my best friends.
And a lot of people, myself included, call you the GOAT. You know what, the GOAT, greatest of all time.
I don't even like that. I don't even like it. It makes me cringe. It makes me cringe.
Really?
It makes me cringe. I guess I take compliments worse than I wish you would say, you're trash, you're too old, you're too slow, you can't get it done no more. And I would say, thank you very much. You're
driven by criticism more than you're driven by success.
Yeah, absolutely.
You say you want to play 10 years. You're already past that point. 45, do you think you're cutting yourself short? Why not 50?
50's too long. I think 45 is the goal.
How do you stay grounded?
I was a late bloomer. I struggled in college. I struggled at the early part of my career. Like, I was never the first guy chosen.
Yeah.
So I think that part is it's in me, it's deep, and it's there, and it's not going anywhere. And the foundation of where I was, who I am, where I started, where I'm at now is a reflection of so many things and situations, occurrences that had to happen.
Yeah. We had an ultimate team win. And I want to switch gears to family, because your kids always steal the post-game, thunder.
Yeah.
Yesterday was Vivian,
I
saw this picture of you holding her. You're holding her. She's holding the trophy with her image in the trophy.
Yeah.
So how does it feel for you? What example, what do you think your kids get out of watching you? What do you think your kids get out of that?
Well, I hope they follow their dreams. I think that's the thing for me, to be an older player.
Yeah.
I love bringing my kids to training camp. I love bringing them in the locker room after the game, carrying my pads in, and this, at different times they say, Daddy, or is this a Super Bowl? My daughter, is this a Super Bowl, Daddy? I was like, no, it's week 9, And football success is one thing, being a good dad, being a good husband, being a good friend, that's really important to me too. Relationships, I'm someone that cares about people, my relationships. I'm very much an introvert, I don't like a lot of this, even though you think you run out in the field in front of 70,000 people. To walk through the mall, it would just freak me out,
But before the game, speaking of Giselle, she posted something on Instagram. Says, I got your back, along with a sweet picture of both of you guys together. So how important is she to your success?
She's my rock, I married someone that I know is my life partner. She's just one of the most caring, nurturing people in the world. And the way she takes care of our family when I'm working, sacrificing a lot of her dreams, that she wants to do for me. I can only tell her I love her so much, and she knows it and she feels it. And this is, our family is so important to me. It was, my parents were there last night, my sisters were there, and it brings you so much joy when everyone's there to celebrate with you. So she's got my back. I have no doubt about that, and she knows I have hers.
All right, I'm gonna ask you one question about Giselle, because you two love each other. She's your life partner. Do you do anything that irritates her? I'm just curious.
A lot.
Just give me one thing.
Well,
you're perfect, Tom.
No,
what is the one thing you do to irritate your wife?
Believe me, I'm far from perfect. I'm so far from perfect. I think for her, a lot of times, things revolve around me in the house, because football is a schedule, and it's just, I'm here for this. And, in a lot of ways, I'm absent in a way, and I lose track of my responsibilities in the house, and I think she carries the burden a lot of times.
You put out the garbage? Is that it? You don't put out the garbage?
No, the reality is I don't do much. And I think that's the thing that, I'm going to do a better job of, and because she deserves it too.
And you mentioned your parents being there as well, and your mom, we know she's celebrating being 2 years cancer-free.
Yeah, and it was just time that you'll never get back. And when she's there, when my family's there, when everyone's there together, we had dinner all on Friday night before the game. It was just, that's what life's about, man, having these incredible memories with the people you love the most.
Right.
I mean, he was just, he's such a great guy. He understands balance now. I think that's what he's learned. So open, he understands balance. And he, like I said, he doesn't like being called the GOAT. But I looked at him and said, well, you shouldn't have been so good. You shouldn't be so
What is
good.
the answer? He said it in the interview. He said he's a late bloomer, and you could see it, as you were saying in those initial pictures coming out of the draft. How has this happened? Is it will? Is it skill? Work?
That's a good question.
For him to be playing at 41 at that level, it's all will and it's work. This guy works, and that's the one thing I think people lose sight of because of all his success. They think it just happened. This is a guy who works now as if he's still that kid that nobody wanted. And that's the unique thing that he has that most guys don't have. And he's a very unique person, and we have more coming up because he said a lot more than what we just showed there. But Tom Brady is an amazing football player, more than anything, an amazing guy.
Amazing family man. He really is.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.